NGO Fondo Semillas, as we previously showed, is an NGO that focuses on gender equality programs towards women. It is located in Mexico, and its sphere action has extended all over the country because of their successful missions about gender equality and that are based on the NGO's purpose all along. As we know, this NGO has these several programs that specify the help that each female and trans population need. So we're going to tell you what we would do if we temporarily work with this NGO, like step by step, what we will do to help this population and to solve the problems they have. Well, first of all, fieldwork is necessary. We need to gather data and statistics that will help us identify the biggest problems that the region has. Also, it is important to have testimonies that support the work the NGO is developing, maybe through interviews to members of the local community or documented stories that of successful or of challenges related to gender equality. And to make ourselves more known to more people, maybe promoting campaigns in different entities as school and hospitals would be an important step to reach out to more benefited people and sensitize the rest of the community. We attempt to involve more rights as democracy by involving the community to the decision making and the discussion of challenges. So that way we try to eradicate the existential gap and possible differences among the members of the same society. In that order, next would be the implementation of workshops that the organization offers about topics related to every problem the region has. So that way, the staff can share the information, their knowledge, and abilities to the community on how to embrace and successfully develop these programs intended for women. How to be more self aware, how to be empowered, how to prevent gender violence, and least but not least, how to know about more about sex education. An important progress would be to help and support local entrepreneurs through the NGO programs by giving them business consulting so these women can develop their occupation and independence. Finishing with this first subject, we consider important the fact of being logistic assistance, like helping managing the donations, coordinating volunteers, maybe event organization. Thus, the NGO can focus on their main work, and the staff can do the work they've been doing all these years with a lot of success.
If I were to collaborate with an NGO focused on gender equality, like Fondo Semillas, my initial step would be deeply into the data collected from local areas. This data would provide insights into the issues faced by the community. Then I would create easy to understand charts and graphs that visually represent these feelings, making sure that everyone, no matter their background, can comprehend them. Another thing I could do is to document the personal stories and experience of community members, considering them into short narratives and, when necessary, translating them into multiple languages to ensure inclusivity. We need to keep in mind the importance of education in change. I've been simple yet impactful materials for institutions like schools and hospitals in order to change minds about women's performance in workplaces, promoting sparking discussions and others. It's vital to evaluate the effectivity of these efforts. So I would monitor how those materials are received and make improvements based on the feedbacks. Workshops are powerful tools for easy learning, so I create clear and creative guides for them. Maybe focus on kids, making sure of their way of thinking in the future, always being up in the revision space of participant feedbacks. Lastly, understanding the transformative power of economic independence, I provide advice to local women with business, assisting them in formulating a solid plan and guiding them to identify potential markets and customers. Following these steps, I will be able to market a lesly positive impact on the community. The most important thing that I learned in this project is the word of fighting for those who can't in any way that I can. Fondo Semillas has shown me way that for me it is so important. Another thing that I learned it is the importance of punctuation when it comes to expressing things in a text. Maybe the most enriching aspect in the process was the discipline required to do all the things. Another enriching aspect is that I understood that I want to work in sustainability in the future.
Well, how can you apply this project's process and learning aspects in your academic interdisciplinary field? Surely, this project made my partner and I do a lot of research that involved politics, statistics, and a little bit of history, forcing us to analyze all the information and to extract the principal ideas so we could develop the assignment. We happen to be studying disciplines that are closely related to the SDGs, and we focus on gender equality. So, for example, from the international relations point of view, a lot of academics and politicians are looking forward to give more of the deserved relevance to women's roles within society. And how can you contribute to peace and prosperity through this project? Well, by choosing a specific NGO, the disclosure effect is bigger. So the main objective of each speech presented and developed on each task is to sensitize the readers about gender equality. So this SDG gains more relevance in the society. So the actions of the civil society are intended to lessen gender violence among the members of these same societies and to eradicate these all new forms of discrimination to generate the gap between equal humans.